What is going on, everybody? Judd Burdon here from Asphalt Kingdom, and I'm here again with my buddy, the man, the main man himself, John Evans from EverLine. And I'll tell you, every time we get together, we always have fun. The freestyle jams tend to bring out a lot of golden nuggets for people. And I know people reach out afterwards saying, you know, that was some great value. And that's really, I think, what we truly want to deliver here is value to all of you watching and to ultimately help you guys grow your business. That's really what we're keen on.
Certainly, and there's a lot of power in the freestyle. A lot of great ideas come out of it. Just, you know, something we're not even thinking about right now. It's just going to come out of it as we start generating some new ideas to continue building up this industry. So stoked. Let's get it going there, brother.
Right on. So topic of conversation today is referrals. Mm-hmm. So, you know, in business, of course, we focus on sales, we focus on service, we focus on being able to provide a good quality application. Really, in any business, we're striving to do that really, really well. But there's a point in time too where you look at your business and you wanna basically pivot and adjust the way that you're going to grow, and at the same time look at omni-channel growth opportunities. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that I think is something that people have spoken about for years is being one of the best ways of getting a lead is through word of mouth.
Big time.
And referrals. So, you know, if we truly look at the prospecting, the layers of prospecting, we have people that you know, we have people that your people know, and then we have cold calling, right? Correct. And so it's a lot easier to sell people that you know, and then it's, of course, it's easy to also sell people that your people know, especially if the people that you know are endorsing you to the people that they know. So can you maybe talk to us a little bit about how EverLine has worked this, you know, this vertical of referrals being, you know, an important part of the business, and has that helped you guys grow and your franchisees grow?
Absolutely. So I'd say it all starts with the understanding that, of course, a solid marketing program really should be including a strategy to be able to generate referrals. And at EverLine, that's where when you come to the realization, when you run your business from a financial perspective and realizing that the cheapest form of marketing out there is word of mouth. You're not, you have basically creating a whole sales force of your clients for you. And, not only does it begin with doing great quality work right from the bat, great quality work is going to lead to great word of mouth. You can visually see it, but it's about setting it up so that you're encouraging your clients to really go out there and brag about the great work they had done by EverLine, by Black Asphalt Inc. All that sort of stuff. It's kind of like building up that system. And with our franchise system, it's been we really focus a lot on that, and through draws or gift certificates for referrals, or really just having it part of the sales process where you're just able to go and say, hey, listen, we want to do a really great job for you because we want you to tell your friends. And it's amazing, just dropping that little nugget in there, guess what, they end up telling their friends. So it's been really great on that front.
So, that brings up a really interesting point. So it's part of the sales process. And I think that a lot of companies may not be building it into the sales process as something that is truly, etched in stone as something that they really follow through with. So you can do 10 jobs, but if you're only asking for a referral, out of 10% of those jobs, well, you're not getting the same reach that you possibly could be. The reality of it is, people generally won't answer a question unless they're asked the question. And so, it's kind of like the old saying goes, Michael Jordan took a bunch of shots. If he wouldn't have taken the shots, he wouldn't have got any baskets or opportunity. So I think what is really interesting about that is kind of becoming disciplined in actually working that sales process. One, and the part relating to referrals. Now, would you say, John, that your franchisees, your business is essentially working towards asking people verbally on the spot physically? Is there an automated system where emails are sent out in a sequential autoresponder out to the customers after the project's been marked as complete? Can you tell us a little bit about maybe the steps that you guys take in that automation with your business and helping your franchise to achieve that?
Certainly, it's all of those things. I call it the symphony. That just here come the woodwinds, and that's the the sales process. Like, listen, we want you bragging about your friends, and here comes the percussion. The work happens, and here we are just doing this the whole time, and it's more or less it does begin in the sales process that you are a company that's not a fly-by-night company. We're not competing really on price at all. It's now building a ton of value, and this initially builds a ton of confidence to even book with you right off the bat. It's like, hey, listen, like these guys are putting their money where their mouth is, and they are, and so that gets you the job. Once the job is happening, when you or your crew are actively going out and introducing yourself to the homeowner or to the commercial property manager, that you are saying, listen, like repeating that same message. We are focused on doing really great quality, and we want to make sure we're very happy with the job because we'd love for you to tell your friends, all that sort of stuff, right? And then then comes the final crescendo. You do great work, then it goes into a reminder once you do have a follow-up with the actual from the crew member saying, hey, we're all done here, thanks so much, like take a look, and hope you're happy with everything, and of course we're here to we hope you tell your friends, or we hope to do a lot of work in your neighborhood. And again, like it sometimes doesn't usually lead into work right away, but they all talk. Everyone says hello to their neighbors. Hey, your driveway looks fantastic. Who did it? And then they're gonna be like, oh, it's a great company. They really want me psychologically to tell you about this, right? And so it starts off with that there. Then you have the follow-up from the salesperson who sold the job. Then it's saying, hey, are you happy with everything? Fantastic. Why don't you, you're so happy with everything, here's a link for a Google review, right? So now they're used for promoting you online. Then afterwards, once they get their invoice or have to sign the check or whatnot, it's like, hey, listen, like for every person you bring us, we'll give you $50 or $25 or a gift certificate to your favorite local steakhouse, whatever the economics work in everybody's environment. But yeah, it's kind of like just a rolling ball, and it does generate significant referral leads. And anytime you're like, hey, you got my, you did my neighbors, you got that job. You do.
One of the things that's really cool, we're in 2020, we have technology at our fingertips. Obviously, we've got the ability to, pre-program and schedule things that allow you to really focus in on building your business. Of course, referrals is building your business, but there's automation too that can take place. So I'll give an example. There's like a platform that we use that works really well for us, which is called Hubspot. And Hubspot is a customer management system sales platform where we can essentially go in and we can create what we call a workflow. Mm-hmm. And a workflow is essentially, a set of tasks and reminders and automated emails that actually will do the work and tell you what to do. You're creating the funnel, you're creating the workflow, so to speak, and it's guiding you through that process. Let's face it, if I don't have something in my calendar marked down, I will probably miss it just because I have so many things going on at one time. I've heard you say this, running your own business like drinking from a fire hose, right? And so I think that, if you're really wanting to embed the referral system into your business, really consider exploring automation as part of this opportunity where, you can complete your job, ask for the review or the referrals via phone. After phone, you send a follow-up email saying, thank you for the call. That email now triggers the next 7 emails that might go to them till at the point, where they're not giving you any referrals, and you're saying, not to say you want to intrude with 7 emails, but you get my drift. Like, automate things so that it's friendly, smooth. And you know what? They may not give you any referrals at this time, but like you said, they could be speaking to somebody over the Christmas holidays or holiday season, and all of a sudden they're chatting with Sue up the road who owns a car dealership as well, and they remember you asking about those things, and they have those sitting in their inbox as well. I think that's really powerful, man.
Yeah, no, totally. And I would say, being a franchisor, like, we have those systems all set up there. The hardest part is that when you get into the day-to-day, is staying totally disciplined to that, and understanding why. You could build all the processes you want, but if they're not followed, that's when you kind of start spinning your tires. Understanding that as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, that really, you just have to stay disciplined. And if you can't stay disciplined, hire somebody to stay disciplined to it. It's like, I'm a founder, I'm an airhead, but I recognize the value in this. This system for your business to grow, for you to generate the income you want to make, for your business to expand the way you want to expand, you have to have somebody. You have to have somebody there manning the ship, pulling the oars, because that's what it is. Otherwise, you're just going in circles there.
That brings up a really interesting point. So as a franchisor, you're growing very fast across Canada. You were in the spotlight with Dragon's Den, which is like the Canadian version of Shark Tank, and you just recently had a follow-up with the Dragon's Den as well, and they came in and asked how things are going, et cetera, right?
Yeah. So we just were selected out of all of the Dragon's Den alumni as being one of the best companies to ever go on the show, to be navigating this pandemic, and I was proudly able to say that we have a pandemic-proof and recession-resistant model, and I'm 100% confident on that. And said it on national TV, and so we ended up on the season finale on the last season, and we're going to be featured on the season premiere on this next season here. So back-to-back episodes. We're going to be on Netflix. It's going to be great.
That's so awesome, man. Congrats. And I think one of the reasons why I wanted to bring that up to everybody is that, as business owners, again, we drink from a fire hose. I can tell you that with my company, when I was first building Asphalt Kingdom and I was alone, it was hard to do a really good job at everything. Yep. And as the company grew, it started to become a real difficult task, and it was stressful and it was challenging. And so one of the things I really respect about your business is that your franchisees are being held accountable for what they've signed up to, and you guys, you're wanting them to grow and scale, and you will hold them accountable to what it is that has been planned from goal setting, et cetera. And it's really good to have a mentor, a company, a backbone, and systems that you have access to that automate a lot of this for you, that allow you to really focus in on the things that truly impact your business, from being there physically to grow it, and have a complete team in the background to be able to, be along that mission to build success and freedom for these franchisees. It's really powerful.
That's right. And I would equate it to, I've always said, this business, it's like when you're a franchise system that you've built a race car. It can win races. What we need are like rock star drivers. And yeah, maybe you can just do some laps around the speedway and be fine. But to win races, like, you gotta listen to the pit crew in your ear and just make sure you're hitting all the switches and all that kind of stuff as you need to. And that is a big reason why a lot of people do join a franchise system, is because it is an important element. And I'll be the first to say, I was never ever a guy to do it alone, and you've seen how you've scaled by not doing it alone. So that's, it takes a village.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, everybody, you've heard it here. Referrals is a part that you should absolutely embed into your business if you're not, and not just, if you are doing it, are there ways to improve that through the automation and the things that we've discussed, or perhaps even being with a company like EverLine to help you, ultimately have this stuff done for you, so to speak, with you, I should say. But ultimately, if anybody's wanting to reach out to you at EverLine, what's the best way for them to contact you, John?
Hey, best way, simply John, John, at everlinecoatings.com, and the everlinecoatings.com website. I see it all. So yeah, definitely would love to chat with everybody. And even if it's not for a franchise, offer pointers on how you are able to delegate out as well, which is a key part of our system. I don't mind sharing that. It's really it is a big step for a business owner to, be like, hey, I see on those forums all the time. I can, I'm the guy, nothing bad will happen because I'm the guy estimating and I'm the guy doing the work. But it's like, you'll never grow. You'll never grow that way. And it's a big step to entrust one process. And my advice would be, don't stand against the grain. Do what you are really good at and really enjoy doing. If you are an excellent operator and are fantastic at putting down sealant and running crews, continue doing that. But you're going to need someone who's going to help, who's going to need to help you knock on doors if you're truly going to grow, and vice versa. Say that's not your jam, you don't like getting your hands dirty, but you love selling it. Fantastic. Hire on a crew chief and just build up some systems to build from there. So that's how you scale, and that's what I'm all about anyway. And I know that's what you're all about too. So it works.
That's what we're watching. And listen, you and I go back and forth, and we via email and WhatsApp and everything. And I can tell you, man, I love jamming with you. And I know that, for anybody out there watching, feel free to reach out to us with any questions. We're always here to help. And the goal is to ultimately throttle the industry forward, make it a better place for people coming into the business, people, for hires, et cetera. So if we all work together on making that happen, we all win ultimately. And you heard it from John himself. Referrals are important. Stick them in your business, focus on them, keep dedicated to it. John, always a pleasure, man. Love hanging out with you here. Look forward to the next Freestyle Jam coming soon.
Hey, absolutely, brother. Thanks very much for having me.
Appreciate you, brother. See ya.
See ya.